Hello, it's Kim,
And I'm Denise.
and we are
It's Real.
Join us as we bring the Bible to life.
And discover Jesus in both the Old and New Testament.
Hello, I'm Kim.
And I'm Denise.
And this is
It's Real.
And it's getting real.
That's right.
Woo.
All right.
Yes. We are talking about Abram, chapter 13.
Okay. So we're going to see what the pesky little cousin does.
Yeah.
And it came to, this is 13. Then Abram went up from Egypt, he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him, to the south. Abram was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold, and he went on his journey from the south as far as Bethel, to the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Ai, to the place of the altar which he had made there at first. And there Abram called on the name of the Lord. Lot also, who went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents. Now the land was not able to support them, that they might dwell together, for their possessions were so great that they could not dwell together. And there was strife between the herdsmen of Abram's livestock and the herdsmen of Lot's livestock. The Canaanites and the Perizzites then dwelt in the land. So Abram said to Lot, "Please let there be no strife between you and me, and between my herdsmen and your herdsmen, for we are brethren. Is not the whole land before you? Please separate from me. If you take the left, then I will go to the right, or if you go to the right, then I will go to the left." And Lot lifted his eyes and saw all the plain of Jordan, and it was well watered everywhere, before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as you go toward Zoar.
Then Lot chose for himself all of the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated from each other. Abram dwelt in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelt in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent, even as far as Sodom. But the men of Sodom were exceedingly wicked and sinful against the Lord. And the Lord said to Abram after Lot had separated from him, "Lift your eyes now and look to the place you are, northward, southward, eastward, westward. For all the land which you see, I give to you and your descendants forever. And I will make your descendants as the dust of the earth, so that if any man can number the dust of the earth, then your descendants could also be numbered. Arise, walk in the land through its length and its width, for I give it to you." That's a lot of walking. Then Abram moved his tent and went and dwelt in the terebinth trees of Mamre, which are in Hebron, and built an altar there to the Lord.
Okay. All right. There's that pesky little cousin.
There he is. And so they both departed. They're both rich when they left Egypt. They had a lot of animals, a lot of things going on. There is no mention of a famine, whether it's over or not. But Abram left to the place of the altar in which he had already made to the Lord. And he called on the Lord. And this is what obedience looks like in humility. Because he went back to that altar and called upon the name of the Lord. We also see that Lot, he had the flocks and the herds and tents, and now we have two men with wealth.
Yeah. And
arguing.
Yep. And it was open range, of course. So and the animals were eating the available foliage. So
now you have animals and people, and there's starting to get to be strife. What's mine? And you're eating my grass. Your livestock are eating my grass. Oh no, we're drinking each other's water. Something has to give here. So Abram's decision, Father said, leave your family. He took Lot. And now you have strife.
Yep.
And this is a good reminder of how when we fail to follow God, we can have lasting consequences. And Lot is a thorn in his side for a while.
Yes, for a little while. That's true.
So he lets Lot decide where he wants to go. He said,
You go left and I'll go right, or you go right and I'll go left. I don't care.
because I don't want to have any strife.
Mm-hmm.
And Abram already knows that the Lord is going to provide. Abram came humbly before the altar that he built and was calling on the name of the Lord. And he knew that the Lord would provide. So whichever land you want, you take it.
Lot gathers up his stuff and he heads east.
And we've already talked about how when we go east, it's going away from the Lord.
That's right. In Scripture, east always represents moving away from the
God.
Lord. Yep. So lo and behold, there goes Lot east.
And he pitched his tent as far as Sodom, where the people were wicked and sinful against the Lord.
Yeah, that's not going to end well. Yeah.
But now we see Abram, wholly in obedience. He is without his family. He no longer has Lot. He's wholly in obedience to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see how the Lord responds in verse 14 and 15. All right, look north and south.
That's right.
East, west. It is yours.
Yeah.
It is yours and your descendants. And if we look at the contrast between Lot and Abram, Lot found something that pleased him.
Yep.
He looked around. He saw lush. He saw beautiful ground. He saw grass. He saw sin next to the city of Sodom. And
Well, he saw established cities, so there was trade going on there. So everything that he could possibly need, he can run down to the local Walmart and get it, because he's already next to a city. Where Abram is not. It doesn't say that he's next to any cities. He's living.
he's following God.
Yeah.
And he definitely ends up with a far greater inheritance.
Yeah, and Abram didn't
Definitely
need anything that the city had to offer, and truthfully, Lot did not either.
Yeah.
So there was a draw for some reason, an appeal to that.
Yeah.
Where Abram is like, I just want to be out here with God and what He's given me, and we will survive.
And we will.
That's right. Give a country boy a fishing pole, and he'll survive.
Yes, he will. And then you have, God says, I'm going to make your descendants as the dust of the earth. Go see. And then Abram built an altar unto the Lord.
Yep.
Right there.
And he worshiped God.
And he worshiped God. And
Yes.
he walked with God.
Yeah. So finally, peace came after Lot took his lot and headed on east.
Yes,
So-
he did. Headed on east toward the city of Sin.
That's right. Sin City, Las Vegas, right there.
Right
in the
there.
Jordan Valley.
All right. Well, that is chapter 13, and we will continue on next week.
Woohoo!
Have a great day.
All right.
Great week.
Bye-bye.
If you want to know if it's real, then
Admit you're a sinner. Romans 3:10. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one.
and as it is written in Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
Believe that Jesus is Lord. Romans 10:9-10.
Because if you confess with your mouth that the Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved.
And call upon the name of the Lord. Romans 10:13. For whoever calls in the name of the Lord shall be saved. If you enjoyed this episode,
like, subscribe, and share.
you can contact us at
Contact itisreal@gmail.com.